Welcome to Dolly Do-Overs. My name is Renee Galvin, and today we will be painting a little Minnie Mouse. I already did Mickey, so we are going to be working on Minnie Mouse, which is done a similar way. I used little hoops for this. I actually switched out her body, and I used the black sugaroo. Now you've seen us use white sugaroo a lot. This is a colored sugaroo. They comes in a lot of different colors, but this will be my first time actually using the black sugaroo. It does kind of rub off and blend or bleed on your hands a little bit, and it is a little messier than the white, so that is something you want to be cautious of. So I'm just making the ears. I'm going around the buns that are already there, and I'm using my silicone tool, which you can see right here, and I'm shaping the ears. Now we're going to do the other ear exactly the same way. I kind of stretch it out, make it a little bit almost like a flat rectangle, and then I pat it into place. Now if you don't know what sugar is, we use it a lot. It is a substance, it's a glue that turns into almost like a rubber substance, and it's perfect for this. Now I'm just making the arches of Mickey's, or Minnie's, in this case, eyes. I took I took a piece of sugaroo and I rolled it into like a snake shape, and then what I did is I sculpted the edges of his eyes. So I'm using the silicone tool again. I have a couple different kinds. This one is the pointed one. The other one I used had a flat edge on it, which is good for little creases. This one I'm just flattening it out with the edge to make the curve. It's a little more detailed. Same thing on the other side. Every time I watch this, I always think, if I only worked this fast in real life. Okay, so now that we have the front sculpted, then what we're going to do is work on just getting the flatness of the rest of her head. And she just fell over. I'm just going back in and defining where those ears were and anything that I might have flattened out too much when I was putting the rest of the head shape on. Okay, now that her head is finished, I am now using sugaroo right here to do the base of her skirt. I just took like the same kind of coil or snake-like shape, and I am going all around and flattening it out to make a skirt. And it doesn't really matter if it looks like a skirt at this moment. We will take our tool and go back in and make it look like the ruffles of her skirt. So right now we're just worrying about getting it onto her body. Okay, so this is where you'll see it. I'm going to go in with my tool, the round one, and I'm going to push up from the bottom and then push down. And it makes the little creases almost like the little tutu kind of look to it. I'll also take this to smooth out any edges underneath and around her waist. Now I'm making her hat. I've already made the hat itself, but this is her little flower, the daisy that goes onto her hat. Just taking little tiny, rolling little tiny balls and putting them all together. Start with one in the middle, and then I'm doing 5 of them. And then making our little daisy. I had a little piece of wire that I put this on and poked a little hole in, and once it's dry, it will look like this. So what I'm doing now is I'm taking the black sugaroo again, and I am putting it, because it is a glue, it's actually supposed to be used for a glue, I am putting it on her hat right now to hold that down, and so then when it is totally dry, it will be 100% adhered to her head, just like this. Now I have white acrylic paint, is what we always use. And I'm going in and I'm painting her whole entire face white, and it looks kind of crazy at first, but then I promise it will be beautiful. I go in with thin coats when I have to do a lot of coats of these, because I just feel like it makes it more of a smooth transition. So it is kind of thick. I will do 3 layers, 3 or 4 layers of paint on her hat. If you ever get paint somewhere where you do not want it, just wet your brush and take it off. It's like an eraser. Now while that's drying, I'm going to use a Martha Stewart, it's called Tartan Red, and I'm just going to go in and make her skirt all red. This will take 2 coats as well. Now on Sugaroo, what I did not show you, but I show you in multiple videos, you take it and you wipe it down. You wipe down the film of the Sugaroo, because it does, once it dries, it does have kind of like a film on it. And you have to take that off, or that residue will actually keep your paint from adhering. So it's a very important step. So once her skirt is all painted for her first coat, we're going to go back in and do that second coat for her face. There's a part in the middle here that looks creepy, but then you'll see it turns out really cute. But there's one part where you're like, ooh, I hope this is gonna be okay. So now we're using that same red, and we're gonna go ahead and do the hat. Go all around. This will also take 2 coats. Taking off the daisy because I did not put it on yet, just for the fact that I can go ahead and do paint around it, and it would be a lot easier. I will adhere it later with E6000 glue. Okay, now that we have the 2 coats of her skirt on, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna paint her little legs and her arms. And I will go over a coat, even though the Sugaroo is black, I will go over a coat with the black paint, just so it's all the same color of black paint. Okay, so this is a little stylus. I have them in multiple sizes, but I am using the stylus. I am dipping it in paint, and then I am just doing her little polka dots all over her skirt. And I'm doing them in different shapes, or not shapes, different sizes, excuse me. And in the little creases and all over. So you can see me working on that here. And then I do that all over her skirt. So when it's finished, it will look like this. Now this is that creepy stage where she has no eyeballs, but we're gonna put that on right now. This is called a micro pin, and I can actually put that in the description down below. But this pin, it will adhere and will stay to your acrylic paint. There's different sizes. I'm not sure which one I use for this. It's probably a 4. Or no, it wouldn't be a 4. It'd be like a 5. Oh, there you go. It's a 0.5. And you just have to wait 24 hours before you put your sealant on top of this. Otherwise, it will bleed. But other than that, it works perfect. It's great for fine details. So it's just easier for me to control the shape of it with the pen. So I then go back with my acrylic paint and then just paint it in. Now we're going to do our little nose. Same pen, same type of thing. And then I'm going in and filling it in just a little bit with the acrylic. I'm a stickler for everything matching, so I like for the colors to be exact. You can see me just cleaning up any little spots I missed with the white there. And then now it's time for the eyelashes and the mouth. Pigma Micron is the name of the pen. Making her mouth. I'll use the same red for her tongue that we previously used. And after all this is painted, then I go back in and I seal it with a Dura Clear. And all in all, I use 4 colors. We use black, red, white, and then a yellow for the daisy. And we will see how cute they are right there. Look how cute. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed these videos. Comment down below who you like best, Mickey or Minnie. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.